a question, who is the greatest? Also see these same disciples that all this while, all this their work with Jesus, they were still yet to grab the mission of Christ or to know what Christ came for. You see them arguing who will be second in command and who will be here and there, and to also tell us that didn't fully understand Christ's mission. And in our own work with Jesus, I don't know what our arguments have been or what we are saying. Like I asked earlier, it's not about knowing what others say about Jesus Christ. It's about you. Like Christ, after asking his disciples what other things or who other think he is, you now return to them and say, who do you think I am? It was Peter that said, you are the Messiah. Who do you think Jesus to you? Who is the greatest here now? Mark 9 verse 30. Mark 9 verse 30 to 41. We may not read, or just I will tell you how to stop. Who is the greatest?
And they departed thence and passed through Galilee, and he would not that any man should know it. 31. For he taught his disciples and said unto them, the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of men, and they shall kill him. And after that he is killed, he shall rise the third day.
Right.
32. But they understood not that saying, and were afraid to ask him. And he came to Capernaum.
Thank you very much. If you look at the first place on Tuesday, when Christ talked about his death, Peter rebuked him. But here now, Christ talked about his death again. What happened to them? What the difference here now? Did we pick something there? Did we pick something from where she read? Here they were afraid. He said they started arguing. They started argument within themselves. So you see that there was also something, and something was also missing here. And in the arguments, Christ also asked them. John asked a question about that. I said, okay, if you also read down, read again. Read where are you now?
32.
32, go ahead.
But they understood not that saying, and were afraid to ask him. And he came to Capernaum, and being in the house of he asked them, what was it that ye disputed among yourselves by the way? But they held their peace, for by the way they had disputed among themselves who should be the greatest.
That was what was their concern about who would be the greatest. When Jesus asked them a question, they couldn't respond. But something happened. If you also read down, you see where they told Jesus that a man who was not in their group was casting out demon, and they stopped him. And Jesus said something there. I want to also read that place so that we can pick something from there. Go to 34.
34 said, but they held their peace, for by the way they had disputed among themselves who should be the greatest. And he sat down and called the 12 and said unto them, if any man desire to be first, the same shall be last of all and servant of all. 36. And he took a child, and when he had taken him in his arms, he said unto them, whosoever shall receive one of such children in my name receiveth me, and whosoever shall receiveth not me, but him that sent me. Okay. 38. And John answered him, saying, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and he followeth not us. And we forbade him, because he followeth not us. But Jesus said, forbid him not, for there is no man which shall do a miracle in my name that can. For he that is not against us is on our part. For whosoever shall give you a cup of water to drink in my name, because ye belong to Christ, verily I say unto you, he shall not lose his reward.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
From Jesus' response or analogy here, who is the greatest? How do we measure greatness? How do we measure greatness? Who is the greatest?
The greatest person in heaven is the most humble person